Hold up. Have I been recording?
I swear to fucking God.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode.
Is that real? Is that real? Is that genuine?
Yeah, yeah, it's real.
Should I?
Hold up. No, it's fine though, because I said a while ago that we can make the podcast episodes as long as we want, and this one's just gonna be a short episode.
So I've got
Symbolize.
20 minutes of recording that's just been invalidated now.
Shut up. We could just repeat everything that we just said.
Okay. Should I start a new
No, no,
recording?
no, no, no. Don't start a new one
Okay,
because
okay,
then
okay,
because
I'll leave it.
don't start a new one. I don't understand why it wasn't recording. It's probably that thing where you like press the button and then it just doesn't work anyway. You know about that?
I don't know.
Hold up. You have to like hold up. I am going to lower my volume a little bit because right now it's like
I think episode 45 is just cast. We should just skip it.
okay. Guys, welcome to episode 45. Today's gonna be the shortest episode. No, it can't be the shortest episode because the shortest episode. Okay. I'm not gonna say what happened. We're just gonna keep talking as if we've been going the as we're,
Yeah, this is not our third recording.
this is not our third
Uh,
try. I have to go soon. I have to leave at 11. Or I mean, I don't have to leave at 11, but like it'd be nice to have a little bit of time to like not have to do anything
okay.
before going to work for 6 hours. Are you gonna buy the Xbox mini fridge?
Well, I don't. I think it would be funny, but I have no use for a mini fridge.
It can store Monster Energy drink.
I don't drink any. I drink water.
Don't you want to drink Monster Energy drink?
I got a bigger soda stream, but I found a bigger one when I was clearing out my room last night. I found a bigger one, which by the way, so the smaller one has like it says like 840 mils, and the bigger one says 840 mils, but the bigger one it's not like it's just higher. And I filled up the smaller one with 840 mils, poured it into the bigger one, and it didn't even reach. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there. But 840 mils apparently is just not the same as this 840 mils, which is a bit fucked up. Um, but yeah, continue.
I'm I'm so depressed, man. This shit is fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. This 45 is cursed. We should just,
I think we should just stop and then call the episode like, oh, ghost episode. And then it's us
just
sitting
upload
here.
everything that we did. Upload yesterday's part. Upload my 20 minutes of invalidated. Upload this. Just call it the disaster episode. Nothing went right.
I I'm
Like,
gonna give a quick synopsis to the viewers and then we're gonna decide what to do after that. Hello viewer. This is explanation time. Yesterday recording. Bad. Technical issues. Today recording. My button did not press properly. 20 minutes failed recording. Now we are both recording. And have to leave soon. And I'm just depressed, man.
I can hear it in your voice.
Just not feeling it right now. I, it's the eight. I, I gotta finish my fucking Yaru video script, and I've only done like 1,200 words, and I need
Dog,
2,000 words.
you've got like 2 weeks left.
I've got 2 days left to finish scripting before I have to start editing it. So I have to get home and edit it. Rest, man. What are we gonna
Yeah.
do with this episode, man? We're gonna keep
I'd say
going.
upload all of it. Upload fucking every part of it.
I don't want to upload all of it. That's terrible. I want to up. I want a real episode. I want a real
Dude,
episode.
this no. 45 is cat. I'm sorry. 45 cannot have a real episode.
I want a real episode. This is what happens when
But I mean,
this
listen.
is.
We only have half an hour basically. I can't.
This is I trusted guys. when you said you wanted to do the. This is the same thing that happened at the start. This is
What
the
do you
same
mean?
thing. We did one
I'm
episode together. We did one where Jester was barely here, and then we just went back to fucking me. This is all
I
happening
can't. What, dude?
again.
I'm sorry. I have stuff to do. You have stuff to do. This is the only time we can both record today.
Guys, tomorrow, next week's episode's just gonna be me again. I already know. I
No,
already know it's gonna be.
it actually can't be though. I have stuff to talk about.
It's just gonna be. What are you doing? What are you doing next week?
I have to start uni. What do you mean?
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, that's kind of pog. Wait, do I start uni next week?
No, you
24th.
start the week after.
Wait, shit. No, I start on the 20. Oh, I start on the 28th. Yeah, Wednesday next week. So you'll talk about your uni experience. I'll talk about my uni experience, and then we'll skibidi toilet, skibidi toilet.
Sure.
We will skibidi toilet. Yeah, no, he went to his university and they had Among Us on the walls, and he's just started texting me because he said he went to an orientation day, and he didn't tell me, so he just randomly started texting me. They have Among Us on the walls.
Yeah, like the the fourth level, there's where the computer labs are. If you go like up the stairs, there's just like Among Us like they've just like printed Among Us characters and they've cut them out and they've just plastered them on the hallway, the entire the entire way to both computer labs. Which was while I was walking, I was like trying not to crack up. You know, I was almost, and then I saw staff members, so I literally had to lock in, and I was like, no, not laughing in.
Fine, when you sent me this message of you just like losing your mind.
No, it was real. I'll take a
Among-
photo next time. I'll take a
Among
photo.
Us. Among. I'll just search Among. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so this was just out of nowhere. We hadn't talked for like a whole day. They just he just said without any context, they have Among Us characters on the walls. And then I sent a gif of a cat going crazy, and in quotation marks, they have Among Us characters on the walls. And then he said they also use Discord extensively, so no more unhinged gooning statuses, unfortunately. And at this point, I thought you were talking about a person, and I was like,
No.
is he talking about his girlfriend? Did he like go to his girlfriend's house? What's going on here? Like what
Could you
the
fucking
fuck?
imagine if Among Us characters in someone's house?
And
Maybe
then
I should do that.
they have like little paper cutouts to the walls on level 4 to the computer rooms, which by the way are all Macs. At this point, I kind of figured it out, but I was like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, oh, I had orientation day, and I
Yeah,
thought you had.
I don't know why. I told like everyone else except for you apparently.
So I don't know. Dude, that was like out of nowhere. They have Among Us characters on the walls.
Die of Among Us!
There are little Among Us people in my walls.
No
Don't you hear
way.
them? Those are called rats. Everyone has
You're
them.
just going insane.
No, did you not see? They're in the vents. They're in the vents. They're sus.
Oh my god.
Okay. We had a very normal conversation about hitboxes and cheepy choppa choppa.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Doopy dabba dabba. And we played Team Defense Fort 5. I got cum all over me. We looked at what's her name
What you
again?
did?
Eula's ass.
Okay, I mean,
He
that's like a weekly thing.
sent me yet another video with just a random child in his
Yeah, I keep getting like
recommended.
random like 200 view like videos.
Jester said he was going to touch us. That was pretty hype.
that's
I
kinda
still don't
weird.
understand what was going on there, but we'll go with that.
Oh my
Did you ever get more context for that, or is that just like something that
No, I did not.
just exists? Just something that
Yeah,
happened?
I mean, I thought he only sent it to me, and then I saw your status. I'm like, oh, he must have sent it to both of us.
I'm losing my mind. He just said, wait a sec, and then never responded. Oh, I want to read this out. There's no context to this because we skipped the first 20 minutes of whatever the fuck this dumbass episode is. So, I don't know if I'll do the podcast tomorrow, guys. Sorry, I don't really feel like I'm like doing it again this weekend. And also, I feel like if we do it one after the other, we're kind of used up all our conversation topics. You guys go ahead though, and I'll just sit this one out. This is just how I feel at the moment. If I wake up and find not doing anything else with my day, I'll probably join. I really wish we had that first 20 minutes. That was, to be fair though, it was 20 minutes of just us just going off at Jester. So maybe.
Okay, well, no, hold on. No,
Me
it was
going off at
20
Jester.
minutes
Fine.
of you going off at Jester. Don't fucking twist it, alright? I have the recordings. I have the tape of my voice, alright? My POV.
I'll explain it again. I feel like the histories need this. The histories need this gutted need this documented. That's what I was trying to say. So listen closely, because I'm going to be saying the same thing I've said multiple times already. Okay. Yesterday. Normal day. Beautiful day. But I realized something. On Sunday, I have work from 1 to 7:15. How can this be? I will not have time to do a recording. Ah, I know. I'll move it to Saturday. And while I'm at it, because there are 3 of us, I'll try doing a multicam setup. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Let's do this. So, guys, you cool for doing it all on tomorrow, Saturday? And everyone's like, yeah. Is this a normal thing? I'm like, maybe, depends on my work, but probably, maybe, probably not. All right, so we all get in. All right, it's beautiful. It's great. I'm loving it. I'm like, okay, guys, let's set up multicam. And for some reason, this seems to be an earth-shattering revelation for these people.
Well,
They
no,
do not
okay.
understand.
I will defend myself again. He said, I want to do some extra stuff, like fix your guys' audio a bit and set up multicam. In my mind, because I don't use the camera in this game ever, I thought, oh, multicam, there must be a thing that you can just do in the game, but with one person. But no, he wanted me and Jibs to set up our own cameras and record it in OBS, which is where the main technical problems came from.
I didn't think it would be that big a deal, because I was under the impression that everyone understood like the idea of making the camera 1080p, and just in general, just like I can understand maybe being like, I was unaware that we were going to be the ones doing this, and I would have been like, sorry I didn't tell you. But instead, Jebster, I'll single Jebster out for this one, because you didn't seem to, you were like, that's how you respond. But Jebster seemed to take quite harsh offense at the idea that I hadn't told them that they were going to be the ones setting up multicam or helping set up multicam, even though I didn't believe it was that big a deal, because you just have to put a camera somewhere and then.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I think for him, his headset, it does have like 2 minutes of battery life, so I think he was worried about it just dying midway through, because he'd streamed before.
So Jeffster, I don't know what the fuck his headset is. I don't understand how he has a headset that has like 2 hours of battery life. Like how? Like, it's a VR headset.
Shockingly low.
Like, how can you only play for 2 hours when you have a, like, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg moment. So the podcast is going beautifully, but Jebster, his controllers don't seem to be synced properly, and he's randomly turning, like I just did to myself. But when he did it, he would go, "Did you guys see that? That wasn't me. I didn't do that one. I would have known if I'd turned." So we're like, okay. And he's like, "No, you don't understand. This is really annoying." And I'm like, "But it's a podcast. We speak, use our words. Whether or not you're turning around the entire time does not bother the audience." And he's like, no. Even though we've already started this recording and are like 12 minutes in, I'm going to leave and reinstall Oculus. So he leaves and starts reinstalling Oculus. So, to be fair, I don't think he actually went through with reinstalling Oculus. He said he was going to, but I think in the end he just recalibrated his controllers. But still, he left for about 25 minutes. Imagine that. Crash Taste. Famous podcast. Sea-Dog VA is hungry, so he leaves set for 25 minutes, goes and gets food, and then comes back.
Even though they did that, they would just stop the recording and then come back later.
We did not have that luxury, for it was Jebster himself who was on the time crunch.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Sea Dog the. Okay, I'm not gonna. So, not only was Jebster not. He was also the one making it so that the podcast had to be done in a super quick, rushed, hasty way. So, but it's fine. We still talked for the entire time. You know, we've had Jebster, we've had Sam and KitKat episodes before. Whatever. We get the shots back, the camera shots back. Mine, I'll show it here. It's beautiful. It's what you'd expect from a man of my stature. It's honestly revolutionary. And then we go over to Jester's camera shot, and it's like, well, that's a very obvious step down, but honestly, not a big deal. It works. It'll do the job. Bit weird resolution, but I can fix that. And now here is Sam's. Here's Sam's shot. No, your monitor is not broken.
Yeah, I will say, in my defense, for these podcasts, I only use OBS for the podcast, so I have it so the export resolution is like, I think it's 720p or something, maybe lower, 360p or something. So, because it's just recording the audio, so that when I give it to KitKat, he doesn't have to download like a gigabyte worth of footage. And so, when I had the game capture on, it on the preview it displayed it at like, you know, native 1440p, but the export was not at native resolution. So, and I mean, I set it up like a year ago, so I don't remember to change it.
But that's fine. Because at the end of the day, this is a podcast. It's audio, not visual. If there is 2 frames per second on one of the cameras and the other one is kind of weird looking, that's fine. And Sam goes, oh no, it would seem that my audio is double.
And hang on, and this is because of the game capture, because there's normally I've just got like just the audio input, but with game capture it turns on the mic/aux, so I had both of those on at the same time, so it did record me twice and you could hear double.
So what I'm trying to say is the podcast episode was irreparably broken to a point where we had to re-record. I put in chat, re-record tomorrow at like, when did I say, like 8 to 9 at night?
No, you said
And
like 9 to 10.
9 to 10. At some point when I get home from work, we'll just fucking record another podcast, whatever. And then Sam's like, sorry, can't, that's too late. I'm like, okay, that's fair. It is pretty late to do that. So anyone able to do it like really early in the morning? Sam's like, yeah, that's fine. Jeff's just like, yeah, that's fine. I go to sleep soundly. Actually, no, my neighbors were playing music till 2 a.m. in the fucking morning last night. You know, I really did some good work on the Gyado trip last night because I was too busy listening. I'm gonna say this. I don't care about culture. I don't care because that's not what this is about. Tongan people and Samoan people, your beats are trash. Your music is trash. Shit is actually fucking stock beats off YouTube. You want to know how to make a song from their fucking Tongan or Samoan song? And then lyrics. Go on, looping, repeating for fucking 2 hours. I don't give a shit. Listen to your music. Enjoy it. I love it. I love your music. I don't love it though. I love that you love it. I love that you love it because I love that you can bask in your glorious culture. But please do not blow it out of a speaker at 2 a.m. in the morning or when I'm on the bus or out of your car. I need to sleep.
The car thing is very real. But what about, can you not just call noise control after 10 p.m.?
I'm not gonna. You know how it is, right? You know how it is. These people, they're so self-centered that if I were to actually file a noise complaint, you know that their response would be, well, that's unreasonable from them. We were just having some fun. They would treat it as if I'm the one being a dumbass here. Like, I'm the one that's...
like you would call the police for a non-emergency and say, hey, it's past 10 p.m. These people are playing very loud music. And then they'd come over. I mean, because that's what we used to do all the time at one of our old houses, because the neighbors played music or had a party once a week, every single, 365 days a year, whatever. And I mean, that'd mostly solve it, except for the times when we couldn't be asked.
I didn't want to fucking call the police or the non-emergency police, man. I don't. Can you understand that part? That part? Can you understand? I didn't want to fucking call the police and be like, stop.
Actually.
Actually, it's past 10 p.m. right now. Can you stop? I'll just sit here and complain. And maybe if shit gets too worse, I'll buy a subwoofer myself and play like fucking like
Well, I mean,
Konosuba OST.
You're not gonna be there for long though.
I'm still, my hatred and bitterness transcends moving houses. I feel like you should understand this by now. I'm a bitter person. I do not stand for injustices against me personally.
Very petty.
I'm very petty. I'm a very petty person. I will do the most petty shit just to get back at someone who even so much has slightly annoyed me. So, I was sitting in bed and I was like, I'm gonna buy one of those like what's the the speakers that only play music in a certain in a certain line. I'm like, I'm gonna buy one of those and just start playing music at them 24/7. But no. Like, obviously I wasn't actually gonna do that, but like my mind was like coming up with different ways to fuck them over. I was like, I'm gonna start blasting like hard rock every night, like all the time at these people. Like, I don't know. I was just losing my goddamn mind. That came out of nowhere. What I was trying to say is, what happened yesterday with the podcast? We finished. It broke. Technical issues. Yada yada yada. Everyone's cool for tomorrow. Yeah, everything's cool tomorrow. I go to sleep not soundly because of neighbors, and then I wake up and I see quite a long list, quite a long little speech by JESTER in chat. Well, it's not super long, but it's a little long speech.
Yeah, like
and it was the one. It was the one I read out to you before, bro. Let me reevaluate what I was saying. Let me say things again. Bro was there for about 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And then he has the audacity to go, I think we'll run out of topics if we speak 2 days in a row. Motherfucker, that's not how podcasts work. If we only had about 2 days worth of content in us, then I don't think I would be doing this for 45 fucking episodes by myself for majority of it. Please understand. Please. I think it was just an excuse. Honestly, I think he just didn't want to do it that day, and he was like, I need to come up with an actual excuse. But still, at least come up with an actual good excuse. I don't know, with a fake. Just say, honestly, I got my penis stuck in my car door, sorry, can't get to my computer right now. That would have been a better excuse. I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think literally just saying, hey, like, I'm feeling too exhausted to do it. Like, I don't think I'll do it tomorrow, re-record. Like, I think, in my opinion, that would have just been fine. But having to add, adding on I think we don't have enough topics part does feel a bit of a stretch.
I'm going to crush his bones in a. I saw this tweet the other day, and it was like, mating press? How about you put me in a hydraulic press? See what sounds I make then. I want to do that to JESTER. I want to fucking.
You want a mating press, JESTER?
I didn't say that, so I was gonna. This is JESTER. This is me. This is JESTER. This is a hydraulic press. What should we title this one? Fuck JESTER?
I don't know.
JESTER can suck my balls?
No,
JESTER.
I mean, no, we're not. I don't know, dude.
JESTER is not goated with the sauce?
I don't know.
I'm gonna call this one, JESTER is cringe AF. Okay, I'm snoozing. Okay. I think that's pretty much all the... Oh, I bought bocce stickers as well. Do you want some? From Temu.
Maybe.
Because
I
it's,
mean,
it's
I'll
like...
see what they look like, I guess.
It's like 50 pack.
Yeah.
I was thinking... I'm still thinking about making a video about Temu, because the more stuff that happens, the more I'm sort of thinking that there's stuff to say about it, because it's like... Temu is like... it's such a issue in my mind, like my opinion on Temu. Because on one hand, like, it's bad for the environment and stuff. And like, obviously we probably shouldn't be promoting this type of business where it's based entirely around like consumerism and having a whole load of small useless items. But on the other hand, right? Why is shit so expensive? Why is everything so expensive? Why is Temu so cheap? What is going on there? How do they get away with it?
We're probably not using I guess, the high quality materials, or they've just like, I mean, some stuff you have to buy in bulk, and then they can just like they might like buy 1,000 pack or something for like $10, and instead of selling each thing for 1 cent, they sell it for like 10 cents. So they make a
It's
shit ton of money.
it's just annoying because it's like people are like the packaging is not eco-friendly and it's just cheap Chinese garbage. And I'm like, yeah, but like so it's like majority of the things I buy for full price. Like like it's just so frustrating. It's like Temu is just the no bullshit version of what we do in real life anyway. And you've been tricked. I've been tricked. What was the worst trick someone ever played on you, Sam?
Um, I don't know actually. I can think of some nasty stuff. I don't know if they're necessarily stuff I want to say.
Go ahead, say one. Say the one that you're most okay with sharing.
I don't think there is one that I'm okay with sharing. Well, I guess I could. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Never mind. Just ignore me. What about you?
You're
How
not.
about you? I'll flip it on to you. What's the
I
nastiest
don't
trick someone
have a
played on you?
super bad one, but there is one that always comes to my mind when I think of being tricked, and it was a simple one. A simple but effective. It ruined my day. My brother used the sugar. Do we have another sugar in this house? My brother, my dear brother, who I trust and love. He goes, why, yes, we do, actually. We do have another thing of sugar for your cereal in the morning. Goes to the cupboard and pulls out what looks to be sugar. Yeah, it looks to be sugar. I see no issue here. I will simply sprinkle my cereal with sugar. I do so. I go, delectable. I shall now take a bite of my sugary cereal. And my mouth, I pick it up and put it in my mouth. Mmm. But then a wave of this terrible taste hits me. My mouth shrivels up. I go, ah! But that was not sugar. It was salt. I was pranked.
Hang on, that actually reminds me. It wasn't me. I guess it wasn't me who tricked, but Eelmas, we'll say. He made pancakes one time. I was there. I was visiting, their house and stuff. He made pancakes, and he misread teaspoon for tablespoon, and so he put a tablespoon. No, he put 2 tablespoons of salt instead of 2 teaspoons of salt. So they were probably the saltiest pancakes I have ever tasted in my entire life. I don't think anything will ever come close to it.
I have stomach cancer. This is so sad. Due to the salt from the pancakes. You have stomach cancer.
Oh.
This is rip.
No, I'm done with cancer. No more.
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. So what's the time? What are we looking at? It is currently
I've been doing 49 minutes.
11 o'clock. Today we will have a short episode to commend Jester's very much appreciated addition to the podcast. You see, we just simply cannot think of any more topics to think of. We've exhausted our entire supply. My brain, it just doesn't work anymore. So I'd like to thank Jester for reminding me that I actually can't think past 2 days. I've exhausted my entire supply of memories, and the podcast will be ending today. Thank you all for sitting. Okay, well, that's a lie. I don't want to even bait that idea. But unironically, I think podcasts should end now as a representation for our requirement of Jester to be here so we can properly do the podcast. Also, because
Yes,
it's
I
nearly
should
30
have.
minutes. I think that's a good time to do.
Okay, I will.
But we're
end
gonna
my-
wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. So he's to hit 30.
Dog, was it 50? No, was it at 51?
Welcome to kitkast episode 45. I've been your host, Shit Chat, and your co-host, Smam. All right, adios.
Man. Adios.